Hey.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're going to let me do
Yeah,
this for a change.
I'm going to let you do some talking.
Hey guys, it's been a long time. Welcome back to the, what are we calling this? The
Karaoke
Q&A post-pandemic reboot. How about that? Yeah, so we haven't been together in a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. First thing we want to do is we want to say hi to everybody. We hope everybody around the country is doing a good job or recovering from the pandemic. It has been a tough couple of years. Some areas have recovered quicker than other areas. For example, I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee, and Knoxville in the East Tennessee region has recovered quicker than Joni, who's in the Pittsburgh market.
Yeah, we were closed for, I was out for a year and a half before they even let bars serve liquor. You could get a meal, but you couldn't get a drink unless you could get a drink, but you had to get a drink with a meal. You couldn't go and just have a drink. They had some really screwed up rules, and then when I went back after a year and a half, it was half capacity. So they wanted to pay half, and I had nothing else going on, so guess what I did?
And that's one of the things we're going to talk about is how you're pricing your market, and every market's different. So the Knoxville market is really a lot like the Pittsburgh market. Now, obviously, the Knoxville and the Pittsburgh market is not like the New York market or the LA market or the Miami market or something like
Vegas
that.
Or
yeah. And I'm going to touch on this real quick, and then we're going to move on a little bit. But if you're in the business and you're working and you're not making enough money, maybe it's time to sit down with your venue owner, managers, and talk about money. Talk about, because everything has gone up. Your food's gone up, your gas has gone up, your rent or your housing has gone up. Everything's gone up. So your operating costs have gone up. So you want to recover some of that operating cost because you need to treat it like a true business. And that's one of the things that I do, and that's one of the things that Joni does. But you want to have fun. And that's the big thing is, in post-pandemic, we're kind of doing a reboot. And that's really what we're doing, is we're doing a reboot.
Yeah.
And, first things first is keep karaoke fun. If you're not having fun, go do something else.
If you're not having fun, it's going to show to your followers too, the people that come out. They know, they see you're not having fun. And that doesn't mean get lit so that you can have fun.
If you're drinking a lot, maybe reconsider what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say...
Because you still got to drive home from this, unless you have an Uber that takes you and your equipment home. But
yes. And in certain areas, you may be 5 minutes from your house. Certain areas, you may be 30 minutes from your house, maybe 35, 40 minutes from your house. And again, assess all those kind of things. But you want to keep it fun. But you also want to treat it like a business because it is part of your income. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you're getting paid under the table or if you're getting paid with a 1099 or however you're doing it. But you want to recover some of your expenses. And we know karaoke is expensive. Joni and I both been in the business 30 plus years. We've got a lot of time that you can't get back.
Money invested.
Money you can't get back, whether it be in music or equipment. So keep those things in mind. Now let's talk about, I'm going to let...
But when you were talking about keeping it fun, I just want to, we've said this before, but if you go to other people's venues and you see what they are doing, you can find things that irk you and go, oh my God, I can't believe I have to wait this long. Could be rotation things, it could be sound issues, it could be whatever. But by the same token, it can also bring back the joy of karaoke. Because a lot of you, not unlike myself, you got so used to being at home in the quiet that once you get back out into the crazy world, it's like, shell shock. But what I did, not that I did this intentionally, but I came down to visit Hal for the weekend, and I went out to his shows, and I worked your show for an hour?
A couple hours, yeah.
It didn't even feel like work, because it wasn't my show. It felt like a lot of fun, and then we went and did a DJ thing. I didn't DJ, but I sat with him. But it makes you see it from a different perspective, because you're not focused on what you have to do. You're focused on what everyone else is seeing you do.
You see it from a different perspective.
Yes, exactly.
I've been up to Joni's and gone to some of her shows over the last few years. And again, you see it from a different perspective. We both have other friends in the industry, and they see it from a different perspective when they come to our shows. We see it in a different perspective when we go to their shows. But again, keep it fun. because that's really what karaoke is all about. If you're trying to, sign up for the next, what's that TV show, The Voice or something like that.
Yeah, The Voice, American Idol.
This is not where you need to do that. You need to go to a studio and do all that kind of work. We're having fun. You want to talk about the apps for a minute?
We were talking about what's different between pre-pandemic and post-pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed, like for me, for instance, I mean, I've always wiped the microphones with a Lysol wipe. And I say Lysol. I can't. It's not Lysol brand. It's whatever brand I buy. But
It's like Kleenex.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's just a word that we use now. But I've always done that. But now, instead of having one box that I put the microphone on, now this isn't the box, but this just happens to be sitting on the table. Something similar to this, but mine's rubber and it's big enough for a couple mics. I always had one. Now I have two. I have one marked clean and one marked unsanitized dirty. And they, surprisingly, it's amazing since post-pandemic with the pens, clean pen, dirty pen. They're trained and they put it right in the box and it's amazing. So that's one thing that's different. I did buy those little, I would say, microphone condoms, the paper ones that you can buy. I've never yet used them. The bar that I started back at was a renegade bar from back in the day. You were required to wear masks. They only wore them to get in the door. And then nobody wore the mask unless somebody sketchy showed up and the bartenders were like, slide their mask up real quick. And so they never did that anyway. But so I never bothered with the little condom papers. But the microphone, two bins, sign up sheets. Nope, I have them. I haven't passed one out. I don't have books anymore. Strictly use their phone to sign up on the app or a kiosk. I set up just a tablet on a holder, and I thought for sure that it would disappear in some of the shady bars, but nobody takes it. It's awesome. And they go, "Oh, do you have a book?" I'm like, "No, you can sign up right here." "Oh, okay, great." I said, "Or you can use your phone," and they give you every excuse for not doing the phone, but
too many games. I don't want to lose all my games.
Yeah, I don't have any space. I have too many pictures. Well, here's a kiosk right here. And that eliminates the whole, what do you have by Rod Stewart? Like, I'm not going to go through this. What do you have by Garth Brooks? Pages and pages. Here, right here. I'll type it in for you. Garth Brooks there. Oh, okay. So, but they fought that at the beginning, pre-pandemic. But now they welcome it and they don't even think twice. Everyone uses it and it's fantastic.
She's exactly right. She's using the kiosk. I've not got to the kiosk yet, but I've got a lot of people that use their phone, and they'll sign up from their phone. They have access available to the whole song list, and boom, and it goes right into my software. Just for information, I use CompuHost, and I use Songbooks Online. Joni uses CompuHost, and you use Songbooks Online as well.
I do Songbooks
Yep.
Online. Yeah,
Yep.
it's free. Well, it's free not for us.
Yeah, we pay
It's free for
for
the
it.
customer.
It's free for the customer, and it's a simple app. And I tell people all the time, it doesn't. You put it on your phone, but it doesn't. We don't data mine that information.
But you can. I mean, if you wanted to, you could send out text messages. I think
We
to these
can.
people and
We
stuff.
can't, but it's only to the people on that app, and
Yeah.
they can also tip you. You guys know, like we do, people don't carry cash like they used to. So if they want to send you a tip, boom, there it is right there on your.
I have not set that up yet on mine.
Have you not?
No, because
We're going to talk to you about doing that. It's a simple task.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fortunate. I have a couple of people that work for me, and they get tips through the app. Now, what I do is I do once a month. I go through the app, and it tells me what location, because I use different sign-up numbers for different locations. So it tells me what locations. I know who's working that location. So if I'm working the location, it's my tip. If Edie is working the location, or if Evie or somebody else is working the location,
And how much do you typically get tipped?
$1, $5, $10, $20. It happens. But people don't carry cash. They use a credit card. And they can just simply put in their credit card information and send you a tip, and boom, there you go.
I didn't think about that.
Yep.
I was just thinking on the IRS end, like I'd rather just, if you're going to tip me, give me cash, and it goes right in my pocket. Nobody knows but me.
I pay my employees out. I give them cash. Yeah, I pay my employees out. I don't. That's not a number that anybody needs to know about. If you're from the IRS, you didn't hear me say that. So, we both agree that the kiosk works, or some kind of app on your phone, and it's free. If you don't have the app on your phone, you're missing out because they can look at the whole song list. I haven't had books in
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 years.
Right. And it's easy to update too,
Takes me 5 minutes to update my
if
books.
that.
Yeah.
If that.
You know, we're not going to be long with you guys today, but we do want to talk about something else. Is, you know, I get people ask me all the time, how do I purchase music? Well, there's a couple ways to do it. There's a couple of sites still available. I'm going to let you guys pick out the sites. I'm not going to sit there and tell you who's right, who's wrong, who's legal, who's not, because we all know what's happened in the industry over the last couple of years.
If you want to get that information, I would suggest, what is it, Pro KJ on Facebook?
Yes.
Pro KJ's something or
Right.
other. Just once you get to that site, all you have to do is search in that group. Within that group, you can hit the search bar and type in legal music, and you will come up with every article in every place that it is.
Right.
So.
Right. We're not here to endorse one product line or not endorse another product line. We want to help you guys get back in the business or improve what you're doing. One of the things that drives me nuts, and I know it probably drives Joni nuts too, is going to a show, a friend show or somebody we don't know, and listening to crappy equipment. Please fix your equipment. Get good equipment. You don't have to have you don't have to have top line, but have something that works.
Moldable for the room.
Right, whether you're using wired mics, wireless mics. I use wireless mics everywhere we are, except I have one venue that I use wired mics in. Another long story on that, but they stay on the stage. They don't disappear on me, and I had an issue there before. And that venue I've been in over 10 years. Joni and I both been in venues for many, many years, so we've learned what to do and what
28 years was my longest. Then the bar owner sold the bar.
you know. But we've learned what to do and what not to do. Now, are we the experts? No, but we want to help you guys. We want to guide you guys
We know a
along.
lot of stuff.
We do know. We know some stuff that we shouldn't
We-
claim. Yeah,
There's stuff you can't unsee in the karaoke world.
yeah. Trust me. I should be embarrassed right about now, but you know, it's you know, it's whatever you want to make of it. But have a good time. But if you have a question, we want you guys to send us down below. Send us a comment. We'll answer the comment. It may not be what you want to hear, but it's going to be a comment. You know, we're going to respond to it. We're not going to ignore you
As
guys.
soon as he tells me what the password is,
I'm going to hook her up on it. We're going to get hooked up on this thing. You know, when you're buying your music, I'm not the karaoke police.
right?
You can rent your music. You can purchase your music. I know there are people out there that use black market hard drives. I'm not here to police any of that, because there's more of that than not of that, and I'm not here to dig on anybody, but just it's not about you as the host.
I got a hair on my eye. Keep talking.
It's about are your clients having a good time? If your venue is losing money because your karaoke show is not bringing people in, why is it? Is it the food in the venue? Is it the drink in the venue?
Is it the bad service the bartenders are giving?
Or is it crappy karaoke?
Yep.
Does your equipment not work sometimes, and does it work sometimes? Do you start your show? Let's say your show's scheduled to start at 8 o'clock, which, depending on what venue we have, we start at that time. We're playing music, filler music before that starts, and we start at our advertised time, whether it's 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever time it is. Always start your show on time.
That's another thing that's changed too. I now do a venue 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. because where I'm from, they were closing the bars at midnight. During pandemic, you couldn't get a drink past a certain time, and everyone was out of the bar by midnight instead of 2 a.m. So everybody got used to going out earlier. And now I'm actually doing a venue that is 6 p.m. start, ending at 10. I normally started at 10, so that's changed.
I've got one. I've got a marina that starts the end of May, and this is my third year there, and it starts at 6, and I'm done at 10. They turn the lights off at 10 o'clock. The kitchen stops serving at 10. So yeah. There's all kinds of opportunity for you in this industry. And there is no set way. You can do a 3-hour show. You can do a 2-hour show. You can do my shows typically are 4 hours. Joni said, hey, she's
Usually
done,
3 to 4.
3 to 4 hours. I have one long show, but it's an ongoing show I've had for years. I'll never change it, but I charge them a different rate. And we came out of pandemic, and I raised my rates, and I went to my venues, and that's something I want to cover real quick is when you're trying to score a venue, and I say score because people know what that means, don't be the cheapest guy in town. But you don't have to be the most expensive guy in town. We've not lost, but we've bid on accounts, and they call us back and say, oh, we'd love to have you guys, but we've got another guy and he's cheaper.
Yeah.
Great. That's awesome. Hire that guy. But don't bash that guy, because you don't want to blow an opportunity down the road a year or 2 or 3 if they decide to go in a different direction.
Right.
We have specific rules about going into venues where there's already existing karaoke. We don't go after that business. And think about all that, because don't do something you wouldn't want somebody to do to you. But have fun.
But another thing too with it charging more money, I mean, you think about it. I started in 1990, and back then, the company that I worked for, they were charging, I don't know, $200 a night, and I was getting 100 of it just as the MC.
Mm-hmm.
And then they paid somebody to come in and set up the sound equipment and run that. So they were making $50, but all in all, they were getting 200. We are now, how many years later? Let's do the math. 32 years.
The rates haven't gone up as high as we
32
wanted
years
to.
later. Think about what a gallon of milk was 32 years ago, what it is now. Everything has gone up, but the musician, let's not pay the band, let's not pay the DJ because it's not worth it. You're worth it.
Food's gone up, drinks gone up,
Yeah.
rent's gone up.
And another thing, and I think we touched on this in a previous video, but when you go to a used car lot and there are, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear cars there, if you know what I'm saying, like top of the line, Midland, some crappy car. Are you looking at the crappy one first? That's what people think when you charge the least amount of money. Mm-hmm. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's and we're available to help you. Even in our own markets, but in any other market that's out there, we're always available to help you guys and talk about what you need to cover with your venues. Have a relationship with your bartenders,
Definitely.
the guys in the kitchen, the bar backs, the managers, and the owners, and let them know that, hey, we're here. I'm not telling you to go clean a table, but I'm just saying, be part of the family. Don't be the
If you see a
resistance.
fight brewing and the bouncers don't see it, make sure you call it to their attention.
Yes. Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
If there's a spilled glass or a spilled drink with broken glass, if you're not cleaning it up yourself, get somebody to clean it up. So they see that you care. And also, I think, did you say this? Tip your bartenders. Big, big, big. A lot of places don't charge. I don't get charged for any drinks.
Depends on where we are.
But it's amazing to me I go into a new place and I give them money and they're like, what's this? And it's a tip. And they're shocked. They're like, the other DJs don't ever tip us. It's like, well, I'm not the other DJs.
And don't be the drunk karaoke host.
Yeah, you don't want to be the drunk
you don't want to do
karaoke
that.
host.
And typically our rule is if we've got more than 10 people in the rotation, we don't sing.
Yeah, mine's 8, but
Joni's is 8.
Actually, if I don't have to sing at all, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I love singing. Don't get me wrong. I love singing at your show. I just don't, unless I have to sing. If I have 3 singers, I have to sing.
Right.
And
I'm the same way.
I prefer if somebody requested me to sing a song, then I wouldn't have to think about what I want to sing. But
we're not there for the. They're not there to see us.
right,
They're there to hear themselves sing, and so their friends are there to support them and all that. And
we're there to provide the service to
That's
let
what-
the customer have
exactly.
the time on the mic. Not
Exactly. So I think we've covered enough in this.
I think we have.
segment.
We're
This
not
is
going to
kind
try
of
to bore you guys and do
we're gonna move-
hour-long ones anymore.
Yeah, we don't do those just joke around discuss. We do off camera. Anyway, guys, comment in the post your comment below, and we will certainly offer a comeback to it. It may not be what you want to hear, but it may be something that can help you in a different direction. And we're always available through our Facebook page, or not our Facebook page, but our YouTube page, where we can help you guys. Because we want I call it competition, but it's our friendly competition. And we want everybody to work together because there's enough business out there, but you have to go get it. If you're just the cheap guy going in the door and you may show up late, you're not the guy they want to keep. You're going to lose that job after a period of time unless they really don't care. Most venues care, and they're paying their ASCAP, CSAC, and BMI fees, and you're covered under that, but you're also part of the family. So, and that's a whole other subject for another day.
It is.
It is.
It is
We won't
another
even get into
subject.
any of that. Guys, have a wonderful day. We will be talking to you with you. We won't talk to you. We'll talk with you soon.
And maybe we can figure out that long distance thing till we can.
We're going to
do
figure
this.
that out.
Okay.
We're going to figure that out because
Everyone else can do it.
I'm in Knoxville. Joni's in Pittsburgh. So we're here together this weekend in Knoxville. But we're going to start working on some stuff to really connect the two of us together from remotely and then talk with you guys. So please comment in the page below. Guys, have a great day. We will see you real soon.
Bye
See
now.
you. Bye. Boom. I'll put it back down. Was that good? Or
Yeah, it was good.
I just wanted to be brief. Just kind of a, hey.
Still 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to get 10 minutes. Yeah, we're at